You know, if you can't have a swell guy like Ed Martin as your U.S. attorney.
Mr. President, your nominee for U.S. Attorney of D.C., do you have a backup plan if this Senate?
Oh, I do, yeah, but he's a terrific person, and but we have somebody else that will be great.
How fortunate Trump is to have found the next best thing. It's kind of an Irish insult, because Jeanine Pirro, she's the subject of today's deafening video from just hours ago at her press conference in the Oval Office. You have to hear it to believe it. And you will see that she is definitely the next best thing to this failed Nazi sympathizing nominee.
Mr. Martin posted the following on social media, quote, "Like Mardi Gras in D.C. today, love, faith, and joy, ignore fake news," close quote. That's Mr. Martin's description of what was happening in this Capitol building as 140 law enforcement officers were being attacked. Mr. Martin also has extensive ties to this man. His name is Timothy Hale Cusinelli. He was a January 6 rioter who prosecutors describe as a subscriber of, quote, white supremacist, Nazi sympathizer ideologies that drive his enthusiasm for another civil war.
Yeah, well, those are going to be big shoes to fill. But if you're Trump, why spend political capital on a great guy like Ed Martin when you have this peach waiting in the wings? Now, on the other side of this, Jeanine Pirro, interim U.S. attorney, she steps right into the spotlight in front of her peers who love her and who respect her for stuff like this.
Just the other day, the president talked or was hoping about the possibility of reopening everything. Process more transparent. What a joke. This guy thinks he's an emperor, and they're probably telling him his clothes are beautiful. There are no rules here. This is outright lunacy, with the liars and the leakers and the leftists running the asylum, with radicals resisting not just the president, but the law, the Constitution, and the Americans who put this man in office. They take our laws and our Constitution and they use them to distort them. She started cursing at me. She said, you. And I said, Whoopi, did you just say you? I mean, she was right here. And we cannot have a country led by a president subject to ongoing criminal investigations, potential indictment, and never-ending hearings.
Well, we take you now to the Oval Office where Trump presents to the world his interim U.S. attorney for D.C. after his first pick crashed and burned. The engaging and the fascinating Jeanine Pirro. Here she is as she faces down her peers and answers their piercing questions.
That President Trump has promised to make great again and will make safe again. Mr. President, America thanks you, and I thank you.
Anything for Jeanine?
You just want to talk to him, I get it. Thank you.
She's going to be fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank you.
Thank
there's
you.
no question because there's no doubt. We have no doubt you're going to be fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, on Russia. Mr. President, on Russia. On Russia, Mr. President.
Please.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Jags, but I think the kids call that ghosting. Even the crickets were mute. Well, he only picks the best. And as nut jobs go, the pride of Elmira, New York, speaks for herself eloquently. And she gets the last vitriolic word today.
I've heard that number before, $2 million that he's spending to not have to show the birth certificate. There is a cleansing needed in our FBI and Department of Justice, who should not just be fired, but who need to be taken out in handcuffs, like a crime family in the movies, except this time the FBI is the crime family. Was there hypnosis? Are they using confabulation? And I don't want to get into the weeds here, but you know what? This is the kind of thing where they have a right to true cross-examination. Omar wears a hijab, which according to the Quran 33:59 tells women to cover so they won't get molested. Is her adherence to this Islamic doctrine indicative of her adherence to Sharia law?